G'day guys, John Gill, certified pickleball coach. Other than hitting a deep serve and a deep return, the third shot is the most critical, most important shot in the game. It'll set you up for triumph or disaster. Everyone can serve, everyone can return, but not everyone has a really good third shot, so it's something you've got to really work on. And mastering this will give you a great advantage in winning pickleball. This is the first shot, the serve. The second shot is the opponent returning after they've let it bounce. The third shot after I've let it bounce or my partner's let it bounce is called the third shot. It's best to return the third shot to the person coming in. You have a few options on your third shot. You have the third shot drop, which goes into the kitchen as the opponent's still trying to get their balance and come in. You have a third shot drive, nice hard drive at them or down the middle if there's a little gap there as they're coming in. And you have a third shot drop drive. It's a combination of a third shot drop and a third shot drive, and it has top spin on it. The idea being the top spin comes at the opponent's feet as they're coming in, so it's very difficult for them to hit up. So it's not as fast as the third shot drive, it's not as slow as the third shot drop. It rolls at their feet. They get to about here and the ball, instead of a hard ball coming straight at them where they could easily punch volley it, with the pace I've given them, the ball is going down at their feet, so they have to stretch down here on their third shot, particularly if they're not quick enough to get into the kitchen line. That's why it's always good to serve deep and return deep. Okay, the big question is when to do the third shot drop, when to do the third shot drive, and when to do the third shot drop drive. And this is pickleball strategy. You've got to know your correct shot selection. If they hit a really deep return after I've served, say in this area where this tennis court line is, just down this deep area, it's tough to get a good drop in enough for you to run all the way in. Otherwise you probably get caught at the transition area, which is okay, but it's a tougher shot. So what the pro's doing now is mainly on the deeper ball, driving hard as possible, low as possible, hard with top spin. They will get it back, good players get it back, volley it back, then hopefully they drop it shorter. Then you'll do your fifth shot drop, because I've got easier, less pace on it as well, and often less spin on the ball as well, rather than the return. Then they'll drop, and they're also closer to come into the kitchen area and get ready for my seventh shot. If the ball is now a shorter ball, possibly even with less spin on it, we do get tempted as ex-tennis players to want to bang. The problem there is, unless there's a clear gap, if someone's really taking the middle and taking the shot away from you, all they're gonna do is punch the ball back, and they'll either punch it behind you or at your partner's feet. And that's the last place you want the ball, at your feet. It's a very difficult shot. So you're actually better doing a drop on a shorter one. A drop, and then you get into the kitchen very quickly as they are. Then we neutralize the point. We've all got a 50-50 chance of winning the point. Whereas if I'm staying back with my partner, you're lucky to get a probably 20% chance of winning the point if the opponents are right up the kitchen line. The third shot is a drop drive. So that's with top spin. This is really good when you're playing somebody after you've hit a deep serve, they're taking a lot longer to get into the kitchen, and maybe they're about here. Now instead of banging straight at them, where they can just punch volley it back through my partner, I'm rolling it at their feet. So it's called the drop drive. So it's a heavier top spin. It's not as hard, but there's way more top spin on the ball. So I'm brushing the ball, brushing it over at their feet, brushing it over at their feet, then coming in, and then hopefully they may pop it up for me and my partner to go boom. Now, the fourth shot for the third shot is a lob. The defensive lobs don't work in pickleball. They can occasionally, but it's not worth the risk. A defensive lob, like we used to play tennis, the ball's right over there, and we put it up in the air and give ourselves time to get back. Doesn't work in pickleball. If you get caught out wide for a shot like that, you're better off dropping it. Dropping, and then give yourself enough time to come back. However, you can do a top spin lob. Brings it down. The top spin lob is generated low to high, coming up brushing, no, particularly in a higher bouncing ball. So if they've done a serve, it bounces a lot higher, I can then rip it over the partner's heads. It is better going diagonal, because you get a lot more feet to hit it into than straight over the top. Top spin lob. That is good when the opponent is very quick. Some very quick getting in, the younger opponent would getting into the kitchen. Then I can rip it over the head that way. So there's your 4 strategies for the third shot. Hope this has really helped your third shot, everybody. And remember to like, subscribe, and share to your pickleball buddies. And we'll see you in the next one.